Hello guys, 2008 Dodge Avenger AC stopped working. Before I had problem with AC leaks, so I had to recharge the AC 2 or 3 times a year. But the other day it just quit and I started to recharging it and saw that the pressure is still high. So with the engine off, the pressure in AC system was around 80-90 psi, but the compressor still does not kick in. So I have hooked up the scan tool over here and I selected the live data. So first one, we can see that the high side pressure is roughly 600 kPa, what is equal to 80-90 psi. So it's showing the same pressure as the manual gauge. So we would believe that the low pressure switch is working properly. So then there is a AC select switch, filtered switch state, and AC request switch, filtered switch state, on and on. So this basically, when I press this button off, you'll see that they went off. So I press them on and this is on. So what it means that our control inside the cabin works all right. Then we see AC clutch relay off and AC output current is 0 amp. So what does this tells me? That AC clutch is not engaged and there is no resistance on the AC clutch side, so it's not consuming any power. So next what we would check is if we have any power coming to the AC compressor, and if so, what is the voltage? Is it too low or there is nothing? And if there is 12 volt, it means that our AC clutch is not working. So I will get under the vehicle and show you where to get to the clutch wiring. So this is front of the vehicle and it's running now. So this is our oil pan, and if we go to the front, this is the AC compressor and this is the plug. So if we remove it, we will see there are two posts, and I have voltmeter over here and I did measurements and it shows 12 volt coming into the AC compressor. So from this point we know that the compressor gets the power, but it does not engage. The clutch does not engage. So now we are under the hood, and another common problem is low pressure switch. So that's the guy over here. Let me get this light on. So this is the low pressure switch over here, and in case if our scan tool shows inadequate pressure or zero pressure in a system and we know that it's charged, then that would be the piece that we would need to replace. So the low pressure switch closes the loop and AC compressor gets the power. In general, how the AC works, there are two sensors. One is temperature sensor inside the cab and another one the low pressure switch. So if the pressure is too cold in a cab, the AC will not work, and if the pressure of the refrigerant in the system is too low, it won't kick in too. So that could be other thing to check. Or if you know that your system is charged and the scan tool shows you low pressure, so probably switch is not working correctly. So in my case, I guess I will need to replace the AC compressor, Hopefully you won't need to do that, and you'll just need to charge your system to get to the minimal working pressure, or to replace the pressure switch over here. Another thing is control inside the cab, and that's where you will see on your scan tool if the switch request in AC is on and off. That will help to diagnose that part. Good luck guys with your project, and do it yourself.